like to try it now. Let us see. Is this the better way? I think so, yes. In fact, we could take back a teeny bitty there. Alright, so I forgot to turn it on. It's called a blue snowball. Blue snowball. And I blew it. Let me turn that down so we don't hear the fan. Alright, testing now. How do I sound, everyone? Do you hear me now? Hi. DJ Fix Soul, thank you. Her. Much better. There's the audio, mate. Yes. Well, cheers, everybody. And I am just drinking a Yingling, not a special flavor, just a regular lager tonight. I am working on my new video for Another Odd Place, and that should be coming out Friday, assuming my calculations are correct. In this episode, I show you my first time meeting of the now famous YouTuber Colin Browen and his dad and his betrothed now, Courtney, who he has engaged. They will not both be on the show, but a younger Colin will be on there. Tell a little bit about his then up-and-coming channel, which was doing really well in 2019. And now in 2021, it's, of course, doing very well. He hangs around with other cool people who are doing greatly, like Chris Starr. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. She riding around the country in her RV, looking at her spooky spots. And I'm just here in Florida, making my videos slowly and methodically. So what do you all think here? What's going on? Hello, Roy Quitter. Olga Dennis. We did not get your
That wasn't Olga. She didn't send anything.
I know she didn't send it. We had people who we told you to send an email to us because you were here for the first time last episode. If you remember your offer, then you still can write an email to rick.adr@aol.com. But you must give us your mailing address. We can't do this virtually. We are actually sending something not virtual, but physical. Descendant to the absurd, Raven, Taylor, Adam, Nirmal, DJ Fix Soul, Raya. Hello, Raya. And then we have Jennifer Dyer and Ty Summers. Metal Maiden, Boston Winds, and who else? I will look until I go to the top.
There's a Cork T, Qwerty. Says, hey, Rick.
Cordy?
Yes. Third Martian.
Third Martian.
Oh, Maria received her coasters. Yay, they made it through the mail.
All right. Is that the first acknowledged delivery?
Yes.
So we have these coasters for the show.
Joanne's in Scotland.
Joanne in Scotland, hello there. And these are the 1-year anniversary cocktail. Gosh, why can't I say coasters? I don't know why. But they are the coasters to have to be as cool as possible. At ricksarastore.com, we're selling 2 for $6. That includes shipping. And we have lots of merchandise at the top of the page. I gave you the address when you first came in. And remember to click the like, and thank you very much. And enjoy
Okay.
the chat. We
I
have.
remember night plays. There's Accident Annie.
I'm sounding good. And how about the background? Or you have a nice view of the water there? Let me go
Hey,
back a little
Victoria.
once. And then we
Joanne.
go down to the bottom. I like A&E Ghost Hunters. Joanne, from, it looks like somewhere in the European area. Thank you very much. Try again. I will. And thank you for being the first Super Chat person. We appreciate it very much. And Accident Annie, Joanne Wickless, hello. Victoria Ludwig. Lunarus, hello. You know that you can still catch that pink or pink supermoon tonight.
Get over here, Bo.
Oh, Zach Bagan's Haunted Museum. I love it. I love it so much because it's about Zach Bagan's accomplishments. So cool. All these crazy, spooky things. I'd love to go there. Hola, Loopsy Oopsie. Thurgood Prez, hi. Friday is your last day to do something. But it'll also be a cocktail hour with Rick at 8 o'clock on Friday, so let's celebrate whatever your last day is. Hope
Yes,
it's a good
Victoria,
thing.
we still have the coasters.
Yes, they're just underway. We still have plenty. If we sell out, we'll order more. You'd show us if they're something you all want. And Ty had something. There's
Panda.
Oh, QWERTY. There's a pink supermoon every time she bends over or he bends over. I just had to assume whatever the probably was 50-50 chance of getting it right one of the two times.
Well, wait a minute.
Yes. And I'm glad your mom's doing okay. Nirmal.
QWERTY
And
used
Scott
to
Bagley, how about your family?
Be,
Yes.
QWERTY used to be night place.
What?
QWERTY used to be night place.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
All right, night place.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah, the night moves. I remember those night moves. Ooh, night moves. I'm dangerously getting close to a song. I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, please don't. No, it's not Heineken, it's Yingling.
Yingling, ding-a-ling.
Hey,
I
Joe.
like to play with my Yingling.
Yay, Dalton.
Woof, woof. Thank you, Victoria Ludwig.
Yes, Night Moves is a good song.
Oh, great, Annie. Excellent for you. Advanced degree. I never completed a master's degree. Sing it, Rick.
No, it was for Night Moves, Bob Seger.
I know it's Bob Seger. We knew it was Bob Seger. That's what I was trying not to get. Hey, Dalton. Fully vaccinated and returning to school. Excellent. Glad
Do you wanna
you've
come
gotten
up?
your
Come on.
protection.
Come on up.
It is a good song. Nothing against the song. I wouldn't say that. No walk in the park. If it would have been, everybody would have a PhD. Accident Annie, right? Exactly not. Why? It's never too late to go to school if you wish to learn new things. It's definitely never too late. Even an old dog can learn new tricks. Hear him? He just did one. That was Bo in the background squishing his
ball. Where's your
little
ball?
ball.
Give me your ball.
Jimmy Rick is a Tiny Tim fan. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. He used to play a ukulele.
Didn't he get married on the Johnny Carson show?
Did he get married on the Johnny Carson show? That would have been a spoof marriage, you think?
I don't know, but I think he did.
Who did he marry? Elvira?
Hey, Sunday was Potato Kartoff's birthday.
Oh, yes, you can get the singing. And are you ready? Because isn't the present better than later?
Yes.
And I think that means that his number is now Potato Kartoff 25.
Yes.
Because he was 24. How you like that? I picked that up. Am I right, Potato? Your digit went up one numeral value.
Yeah, his digit was always 25.
Was it? Maybe it's
Yeah.
going to 26 then. Mine's 69. Boston wins. Gets the floor. I got to hear about this Tiny Tim story. Please type away. Let us know about your encounter with the man who was Tiny Tim.
Did you hear, Alicia?
Ty used to play Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Oh man, I wish I'd get this down. I could have sent him a link and he could play at home in front of his phone and give us a live rendition of
Rick is
Tiptoe
not
Through
69.
the Tulips. No, I'm 61 and a half. But I just like that number a lot, Ty.
Are you
That's
going to
all.
sing to Potato?
Yes. All right, so hold on to your hats.
Oh, I'm glad he could help Corky. They were the first day on their job today. They were very sick with panic, but they got through by watching you during the lunch hour.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, Danielle.
Happy birthday goes to Potato Kartoff.
And he's now 26.
Now 26 and lives in Japan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Potato Kartoff 26. Happy birthday to you on your actual birthday.
Happy birthday, Potato.
Potatoes for everybody.
Hey, that's great, Albert. I hope everything works out with it.
Would never have been possible
Albert.
without Potato Kartoff becoming a fan. Thank you.
Albert got his prosthetic foot today.
All right. God bless you, Albert. That's great. I hope everything goes well with that. It helps you to get where you want to go much easier. That's such a terrible thing to have to go through, losing a limb, a digit, a foot, a hand. Can't imagine.
Boston, I didn't see it, so do it again, please.
So, God bless you, Albert. That takes a lot of strength, a lot of inner strength to go through all of that. Cameo didn't want me. I wasn't ready for Cameo. I still don't think I'm ready for Cameo. They want people like Gilbert
Godfrey.
Godfrey.
Tiny Tim was at a place called Spooky World, which is a Halloween attraction up in Massachusetts.
Okay.
That's what Boston Wins 33 says.
Wow, so he was up there. I wonder, was he performing? Was he part of the group of school of... He was signing autographs. He spoke a few words to us. And he was just
Keep
as
an eye
weird
on
as
that,
you would
Alicia.
expect him to be.
He was signing autographs. He spoke a few words to us, and he was just as weird as you would expect him to be.
God bless you, Alicia, and your uncle.
And Ty says Weird Al reminds him of Tiny Tim.
Yeah, well, you know,
Ooh, Honey Boo Boo stepdad. Ugh.
Honey Boo Boo's stepdad
Is
is
on
on
Cameo.
Cameo.
Hey,
I mean-
Steven.
Hey, Steven, I cannot believe anybody would pay for that person to do anything. Unbelievable. I mean, Gilbert Gottlieb's or Fried or whatever his name is, he's okay. Gottfried, I guess. You know, he did the Aflac duck voice, and that made him really rich, I guess. Drink lots of water, Alicia. That's a good part of losing weight. Drinking a lot of water. Actually, 25 is your special number.
Well, it's the day of his birthday.
I got you.
And it's his favorite number.
Well, then there's no need to change it, even though you're 26. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Nobody is going to think anything different of you by going
No, Joe,
by
it doesn't.
25 instead of 26. Okay? Okie dokie. 10-4. That's another number expression.
Oh, I'm glad you have sunshine, Crystal.
Does drinking a lot of beer help you lose weight? I think so, Joe. That's what I'm doing.
That's great, Alicia. What's your plans for the rest of the week?
Getting the video out, I want to go to the beach, soak up a few hours of beach time. And then I think this weekend I'd like to go camping
Well, we are going to.
on the water. A little, let's call it a inland waterway as it comes and connects to the Gulf of Mexico. We'll just be up that body of water a little bit at the opening to the Gulf of Mexico in the area of Madeira Beach, Florida.
85 degrees in Maryland today, Ty
And-
says.
How many?
85.
85.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, it's hot in Baltimore. I think we hit the same thing here. Jimmy Rick 89 just came up with the solution. You know, smoke lots of weed, eat it, or
Smoke
drink
pot
it.
and eat
Apparently,
healthy crap when you get the munchies.
and then when you get the munchies, eat like vegetables, like carrots, celery, raw vegetables. That's good for you. There's
Close
another.
enough, Ty.
There's another RABBIT that goes right by, and BOH doesn't even sense it. Oh well, my poor baby doesn't like rabbits, wants to chase them, but West Virginia, you could spit into Maryland. I think you could even spit it into Virginia if you're at the Three Corners.
Hey, Kendra.
Kendra from way out in the west,
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma girl. Love you too, honey. Glad you're with us. How warm is it in Tulsa? Or is it? Maybe it's cool.
Yes, the teal bench is finally done. I worked on that thing all day.
Oh, the teal bench.
Your head's in the way. Now the curtain's in the way. Curtain's in the way, babe.
I can't see it. Oh well.
There, oops.
There it
Now
is.
it's back. You have to move the other way. I'll let you stay there. There it is, just about there. Move your chair. So you should be able to see it now. Yay!
Yes, that's the teal. It's very nice, hon. She painted it herself today. I didn't do anything to help her except for move a couple of things around and put it back where we wanted it.
And you took the tape off.
Oh, I
That
took
was
the
a big
tape
job,
off.
too.
Wow. Well, at least I took the tape off. That's right. So it's a Tuesday, and I hope that you're all doing okay. I haven't heard any super horrendous things happening today yet. Let's hope that continues.
Thanks all.
Shout out or positive vibes, good mojo, love, healing, peace. Anybody affected by the shootings of the week last week. And I don't know what the solution is, but the solution isn't sitting on our butts, on our hands, and letting someone else get shot. Just going to work.
Thanks, Boston.
It's terrible. So, I give it to the Creator. Pray for us all. And I hope that you'll join me for some positive energy at this. Try to turn this around. Too many innocent people die from guns. Their lives are altered or ended.
Thanks,
What does it
Danielle.
gain? It doesn't gain anything. Not to me. I can't see how it would be worth money to die. Thank you, Daniel, very much. I turned away from the... there, I'm back on there. Wow, thank you so much, hon. Let me get back here in the chat room after I was devolving into a little bit of, I'm sorry it's crazy out there. Let's hold on to each other and pray for something better.
Are you doing better, Jennifer, after that second dose and the fever?
Romeo's lover thought the bench looked great.
A lot of
And
people,
Joe
I
Tomley,
really appreciate it.
Kendra, yes. We're expecting heavy thunderstorms. Oh, great. Yeah, it sounds like what you don't want. Some rain, but not terrible storms to go
Definitely
with it.
take it easy tomorrow.
Haley,
Oh,
I
I'm
did
glad you're
finished
feeling better. I had a
finals.
Friend who had a
Yay.
problem with J&J too, but she, after a couple days, she was okay.
You're welcome, Haley. And Julie Indica thinks it looks great too.
You don't have to keep on saying that.
All right, I won't mention anything about it.
Good. Bo, don't pee on that bench.
Yeah, whoever is the
Leave that there.
type of person who is more likely to be the guy or the gal that shot people, I don't think it's any one magic description. That's why this isn't a problem we've solved in decades and decades and decades. So, I still feel that I'd want to have the right to own a gun and use it responsibly and I would be willing to be subject to background check and everything else I should have to do, but I still want the right to have one. For
We really don't
whatever
know
reason.
We really don't know what the prices for homes are down here, Boston Winds.
But I tell you, they are, compared to at least the mid-Atlantic area. Florida homes are significantly lower, but some other things are a little higher, like food costs. But I
But
think
you
that
made
that
it,
would balance
Borax.
out better because of the housing costs. But there are different things when you go point by point. You should do some research before you make a move into Florida or any other place, I would say. Make sure you're making the best choice. I kind of decided I liked it. Wow, what Boston Winds, that sounds... In some neighborhoods of urban middle Atlantic, that's not surprising. Go to New York, it's even less square footage for more. We have a 1,500 square foot home. I would say conservatively it's $250,000 value, somewhere in there, maybe a little more. So that's what we have. So that's what a little less than half of what Boston Winds can get in Massachusetts. And I'm in the suburbs. I'm not in Baltimore City. I'm in a county that goes around and includes Baltimore in the middle, but they're separate jurisdictions.
Yeah, Hawaii's very expensive.
Yeah, that's exactly. But there's shows how you can live in a great place on the water with the beach and the ocean and not have to be rich. I think it's on Home and Garden Channel or something. They give you different places that you could buy into. Sometimes it's totally building a structure on a lot that you buy. But I used to watch those shows, but there's no chance I'm ever going to live in Hawaii. I'd like to visit it one more time. So Maryland, 6 million plus 6.2 million people live in the state of Maryland according to the census. It's not too bad. It's not chicken feed. There's a lot of us people living in Maryland. It's a little state. We're shoving them in there. I bet you there's at least 3 times that in Florida. What do you think?
Yeah.
20 million?
And people are moving to what they call it,
We
the
gained
Sun Belt.
another representative in Congress.
We did because we got
Just
another
growing.
600,000 people. We got another Congress.
Hey,
Grew
Brian.
more
Well, that was we don't vote in Maryland anymore. We vote in Florida because we changed residence to Florida. So, hello, Brian Forrest from the Bronx. The Bronx.
Yeah, we haven't nailed that down yet, but it will happen before we go back to Maryland.
Oh, I have some news. You say it to the camera. Although I don't have the original copies, when I go back to Baltimore, I will.
Thanks, Tracy.
So I reached out to the co-writer of the music on the recordings that I told you when someone asked, was there ever a Rick Serra music CD? All right, so we are going to reproduce it,
Oh, you heard back from Molly?
and we are going to sell it for $10 plus shipping. And it'll be shipped inside of a cardboard CD case for protection, flat. But
When-
yes, so there will
Where'd you
be
hear from Molly?
a couple days ago. Thank you, Tracy Painter. Thank you for your super chat donation. Very much appreciated. So there will be a new release of a CD that was released originally just around the turn of the century. around the year 2000. And our big hit was actually listened to by
Come back Friday, Boston.
progressive rock bands that I got to know people in, and a contemporary band at the time we were playing that was a violin fronted band, just like ours was violin fronted. Gave us a good nod on this song, and it was called Millennium Madness, and so it was about, coming to the year 2000. So that's when I started this band with Molly, actually. We got together and started this around 1997, 1998, and finally broke up around 2002. So
He looks good to me, Jennifer. He's not buffering on
So I'm
my
going
end.
to be able to share that with you, and we're both kind of happy to hear anybody would even be interested if there was something like that. So when it's ready, I'll let you know, and I'll probably play some tracks, maybe during a cocktail hour to give people a little taste.
Hey, Tone, that's a cool idea.
That's some good stuff. Yes, it is. It's not cut. It's 100% pure.
Oh,
Rick.
somebody had drawn that and sent it to Rick. The drawing of you with a flashlight on it that somebody sent you. That was a cool drawing.
The one we just got for
Yeah, you
another
must have
odd
shown
place.
it on
No,
something.
no, I mean for after hours.
Yeah.
I didn't show it to anybody.
Oh. Okay. Oh, somebody was talking about our ADR.
Okay.
So we need to plan that so we can get that done before we leave. Have to be next week.
Oh, the dirty room is next week,
Okay.
and my idea was to have it during the time frame of one of the cocktail hours. Hint, because you're already used to that time frame. And anybody else who's like, "Oh my God, it's another dirty room again! I can't believe I'm missing so much. I gotta have some. Oh, please do it, Lick the dirty toilet seat, please.
All right,
eat
Rick,
some
give it a
soap.
break.
Oh, eat some soap. Yeah.
Acting.
Any of you people that may not even be here on the show, you'll catch it as well. So
No, this
Even
is
if you're
alive
not-
with just me and Rick.
yes, it'll be Darlene and myself, and we will have a hot room. We'll be looking at all the typical things that we do look for in motels to verify clean or unclean. And at the end of the experience, Darlene and I will give it a rating in the 5-point scale mode. And I'm going to be letting Dan know when and etc. because he wants to put it out there for people. So even Dan is going to put it up for us to help to get more people a notification. Isn't that nice? So it'll be real fun.
No, Joe, we will not stay in the room.
We'll stay overnight and make love in this room. And until Darlene orgasms, my mother just gave me a dirty look with that word. Don't worry,
wasting
Mom.
ice.
She's like every other woman. She never does. Oh, okay. Let me go back to the room. I look so good in camera when I can be live. Hey! So, that was a good impersonation of you. I didn't know I was doing that. Alright, so what is going on? A bunch of reactions. The Lorax, another dirty room orgasm. That's alright. That's no problem with that as a hypothetical. I opened my mouth, and I should know better.
You should, but you don't.
Yeah, if I feel the tickle and then I feel the itch, and it might be the sign of
Bugs.
STD or bed bugs. What is this? Oh yeah, for Just Fans page.
No, thank you, Joe.
That would be funny. Just for fans, fans only.
Oh, we'll definitely be in Florida.
Yeah, this
Hey,
is
Walter.
happening. This is happening down here in Florida, and there's another place I want to get to. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but we're going to see if I can get that in 1 week as well. But I think let's get this done first. We have a place that I discovered and I wanted to go explore, and maybe it would fit another odd place as another video for that series. There's supposed to be a haunted hotel. There's supposed to be people that are mediums, etc., that will do seances, and they will do card and other readings for a price, of course. And then there's this whole community that was founded in the late 19th century, which is not related to asbestos, but I'm sure asbestos might have been used in something or other. And that's down in Florida. It's not too far from Orlando, actually. So that's the other side of the state of Florida for us, so we'd have to make it an overnight trip.
For where?
Casadega.
Oh.
That's the name of the place. So it has an interesting history. So I thought I'd give it a try. I talked to Dan about it. He was there once. He didn't get as much of a good vibe of how great the medium and all were there, that it was like kind of the home of old, washed out mediums. I don't know. Supposedly there are ley lines, and it creates potential for there to be a portal. A portal, yes. You know, that's where interdimensional beings can go between one and another dimension. Yes. You know this happens, right? Every day. Oh, and
definitely will,
on
Jimmy
another
Rick.
note, the writer for After Hours has informed me that he is very close to finishing up the script for episode 2, and we'll be having a video meeting to go over the script in a day or so. So maybe we'll be starting to work on that one. No, DJ Fix Soul, I understand that that's something you don't want to deal with. You don't want to try to create or mess with portals. You could open them if you talk to some people, but then you're not going to be able to close them, and you're creating basically a rift in all of space and time by leaving it open. Do you see what I'm saying? That would be terrible. Caroline, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you.
Glad you made it back, Alicia.
Minor difficulties with the electronic devices.
Make sure you go to Aztec Island.
Oh, yes. Haley Vernon. Definitely. Now, you're going to scoff about it, but I don't know. Are you staying there?
Ocean City, they're saying.
Should be there next month.
Yeah.
So you already have accommodations. So if you just are looking to go to the beach and look at a cleaner beach, go to the state park. And it's no pets and no alcohol. But you bring your own food and drinks in. You get over the dune, go left or right. Try to find some distance from other people.
Well,
And
if
enjoy
you're going-
yourself.
If you're going to the beach, the federal side is better.
Yeah, but the price is higher. You can go into the state park for a day at the beach and just go to that area. But you can't go the rest of the way through the state park because it's mostly a campground. Or it's only available on foot. Hardly 33, thank you so much. Thank you for super chatting
Hey,
with us.
Honda.
Greatly appreciated. So, the day park there, it's probably $10 or $12 for your family for a carload.
Actually, when we camp, we're on the site, on the loop where we can take boat.
Yes. There's like a couple loops that are dog loops on the state park, and they also have electric on one loop. No, two loops now. The other loop is
It's
very
not even
small.
considered a loop.
It has about 6 or 8 new sites since last year. So at least that helped to make up for some of the ones we lost when they had to reconfigure because of the dunes being taken away. It's a barrier island, and that means it's going to wander, and
Hey,
it's
Donald.
wandering.
Hey, everybody, hit that like button.
It's working toward what's called turnover. And this is just the way it is. It'll do it every few decades. And you'll have a totally new beach line.
Yeah, thank you.
It's moving much faster now than it did years ago. We are exacerbating, of course, the influence of mankind, the turnover process. How many people took a chance on my new video under the World According to Rick Serra heading about Earth Day? If you haven't, I still appeal to you, part of the title, to go back and listen to it, watch it, and a little follow-up, if you would, that I put up a day later. It would be appreciated, and share it. I felt that this was an important message, more than it was probably a popular video for me, but I hope that you can maybe help make it still be one that's viewed quite a bit by sharing it, because it's a message a lot of people need to hear. Maybe not you guys, but a lot of people need to hear it again, because the planet is at stake, the place where we all live. DJ Infinity, how are you? Yes, it seems that the Pentagon and the armed forces are having to reckon more and more with these strange things that they have encountered, because now they realize this could be a threat to our security. But keep it secret, even though we've detected it, we've discovered it, and people who have been talking about it for a long, long time, like Eric Von Daniken, they were among a group of people who were laughed at, derided for making up such poppycock. Or was it? Maybe there was a little reality to it. Certainly something that's beyond all of us. And I don't think that we really could, in spite of all the videos or movies we've had about the topic, I wonder how we all would really handle it if an advanced civilization capable of interstellar travel came to our planet and confronted us, even if they were peaceful. I've had nightmares about UFOs. My nightmares sort of go like this. You're in your house and there's something outside, and you look and you see it's some strange craft, and you're looking at it through a window, and the next thing you know, the craft has come up close to your home. It's floating on the side of the house where you were looking out the window. And it knows you're there somehow. You feel it knows you're there. So you go and crawl to go to a different spot to hope that you can look at this thing and it will not be aware of your new location. And then it moves, it finds your location, and it even shines a light at you. So you run down steps and you get into a corner of a closet or basement in the corner of the basement. And then maybe I wake up, maybe there's more to it. But I've had that kind of a nightmare multiple times. Where did that come from? Did I have some kind of a past life experience that I was remembering somehow?
No.
Maybe when I lived before in another time? Very possible.
You know you have to get
You
down
know
when
that.
my mom comes back.
According to ancient alien theorists,
The guy with the weird hair.
and the guy with the weird hair, I think his name is Giorgio Soulakis. And there he is talking with Eric Von Daniken. Yes, you know these ancient aliens on the rock in the caves.
You're losing
The
people.
people would carve images of spaceships and spacecrafts. How can we believe otherwise that there were ancient
I wanted
aliens
you to take a taste
among
and give it
us?
back.
I'm drinking her drink. Well, the anal probe,
Oh,
which is something that might happen on After Hours, the fictional story, starring Rick Serra and Darlene Serra so far as the alien, but we might have more parts for her. She's going to have to wait and see what Justin writes. Since there's not a lot of other people around beside me and my mother and you and Bo, that is probably
Come on, Bo,
the
Come here. Told you were going to have to move.
that's probably the cast that we're going to have for the next episode.
Yeah.
They coach family stuff.
Is that a hint?
I need more beer,
Oh, poor darling.
but I like that.
Would you like one?
Yeah, I like one of them better.
Yeah,
Here.
good feel.
Oh, and here.
They are the best.
Thank you. Well, I can't have a pretzel, but isn't that nice? That looks crispy. Is it?
Schneider's Family Star.
My mother's got,
Low salt.
crispy
there's
pretzel.
Not a lot of salt.
Yeah, there's no salt.
and I didn't have a lunch today.
There is a little salt in here.
And whose fault is that?
My own. So I'm a little hungry.
Me too.
Yes, it is. How many men over 40 or 45 have had their prostate felt up by their doctor? That is digital insertion, rectum, finger,
Yeah.
feel for bumps. It's very important.
They all should.
Women have the breasts. So do men, really. Men should feel for lumps too. The same
Your
technique.
father had one.
My father grew a lump.
Luckily, it wasn't cancer.
It wasn't cancer. It was a gold nugget, and we just dug it out and we went to the pawn store and got a couple thousand. But, you know, he had a lump there. It was pretty cool that he found out that he must have fell down a gold mine or something. Because that was great. Money was tight then. Good old days when we had to take a 16-ounce can of beans and 3 hot dogs and make it serve
Oh
20
my
people.
God.
Everybody got like a, you know, those little cups for brushing your teeth? That's what you'd get, filled with a little bit of chopped up hot dog and beans. That was your ration per day. It was very tough times. Tough, tough, tough.
You never had a tough time in your life.
I'm just kidding. My toughest time is I couldn't eat anymore. I was so full. Thank you. That looks delicious.
That looks fruity.
It's got some mango juice in it.
Mango.
I forgot
You bought mango juice? Mango juice with vodka. I love that.
No, it's the regular with mango juice.
Regular vodka.
It's the regular drink.
Everything else is
Ruby Red
right
and
with
Sprite
and and
mango.
mango. Well, it was. It was great.
Mama's having a Manhattan Gmail.
Yes, Mama is having a Manhattan. You know, it's unfortunately I can't turn this around as easily as I could with the camera,
Stop.
but I can do it. Are you on camera yet?
Yes.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Oh, good. Let me have me from the neck down.
Whatever, I had you from the neck down. I thought you might like to see the other members of the audience here in person,
Yes.
in situ, in
I
the
have
place
a
where you are.
Phobia about being on camera.
Apparently, some people
Everybody
like
saying
me to
my
make
words.
funny faces, like
Why do you all?
Dr. Leonard Hofstetter.
Oh. Oh, I hate that.
I hate that, Rick. That's terrible.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
I'm sure that's really very well.
Oh no, Rick, it's so creepy.
There you are. They don't like it. Stop it.
There, Dr. Hofstetter, I hope you liked that. The others were freaked out. I usually can do both eyes, but did that have the desired reaction?
Yeah.
People abhorred it, unsubscribed. Torsten, thank you, Torsten. That's what my wife's saying. Everybody's going to just going to cut the subscription. You're going to end up with nobody.
I agree, Romeo's lover. That's me.
Oh boy, I learned to do that when I was 12.
Yeah, I had a kid in class in elementary school who loved doing that.
He did.
So that tells you that's elementary level.
So Alicia Bruder did. Well, the thing is, I can still do it. I can channel all the way back to when I was in elementary school.
What starts all the way down here?
Is there a problem?
No, I'm talking about the dead palm in the tree.
Oh, the palm frond. Oh, messages.
Oh, you're so lucky, Jennifer.
Where do I go from that?
Hit that like button.
That's Rick's sex face. Jimmy Rick 89. That was bad. But it was a good response. Oh my God. I love my appearance, but do not photograph well. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what was going on. But I love that is Rick's sex face. Oh my God, what am I watching?
That's why he doesn't get any.
Oh no. I'm sorry for you, Jennifer. My father and I and my
Cousin.
uncle on my mother's side, my mother's brother, my aunt on my mother's side, my mother's sister, my uncle, my dad's brother, Bill, all died of cancer. All died of cancer.
That's right, Jimmy, and he didn't even pick it up.
So that's pretty
Hey, Bourbon.
screwed up. I mean, what does that tell you about my chances? I've already had prostate cancer. What's next?
That's why you live every day.
As if today is it.
That's right.
Yeah, don't.
That wonderful movie we watched the other day told you
Oh, that wonderful movie. Oh, what was that called?
Stowaway or
Stowaway.
something like that.
All right, there's a movie, brand new. It has Anna Kendrick in it. She's the lead. Astronauts on some mission to Mars. Everything looks normal. And then the crew commander looks at something and thinks it looks strange, pushes a button and opens this hatch, and a man falls out of it on top of her and breaks her arm. That man, unfortunately, became a big problem because the equipment he fell out of was their only carbon monoxide scrubber. Now, does that sound smart? Everything is going to have redundancies normally. In other words, duplications.
Don't spend a lot of time on that movie. We hated
So they
watching
messed
it.
up on that at the very beginning. But let me tell you, we watched this movie. You ever seen a slow moving train until like 3 hours later all the cars are out of sight? This is like the movie we were watching.
And then it made no sense.
Yes. So
Why you
it's called, again, Stowaway
Hey, so
with Anna Kendrick. I give it a 10 thumbs down. 10 thumbs down. No, I'm not putting my fingers in palm
what
olive.
the heck is he doing?
Oh, it's not him?
I hear a woodchuck in the background. There's a giant woodchuck back there. Giant woodchuck in the backyard. And Darlene's going to go investigate, see what the heck is going on. He's wearing hearing protection.
Is that Mike?
So my friend, neighbor, is probably edging his fence and I can hear all the noise, of course, and edging under the fence. That you're soaking in it. Palm olive? Yes, you're soaking in it, Madge. Oh, does it give you really soft hands? Yes. Next time I give you a hand job, you'll be able to tell. Oh, Madge, you're so funny. Ha 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 ha.
No, you haven't spoken to Sean lately, right? Last time was when he was in the room.
Sean Arm has been working a lot of hours. That's the impression I got when he got back from his trip.
How much
Unfortunately,
wood could a
people
woodchuck
are
chuck if a
dying to
woodchuck
see
could
him.
chuck
That's
wood?
your fault.
That sounds like a Geico commercial. Hey, woodchuck, quit chucking my wood.
Give me
That's exactly what I remember.
Apple.
Today I have alcohol, gin and soda plus a little bit of lemonade.
Woo-hoo.
Gin. We used to drink gin. What kind of gin? I hope it's a good gin. That makes the difference. I'm not impressed with the fashion either. Sandy, I love that commercial.
Hey, AJ.
Hi, Bourbon Cat. Hi, AJ. Vintage. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Quick Thrush.
That's Queen.
Queen Thrush.
And I don't even have my glasses
Chuck my
on.
wood. Beefeater. How are you, AJ? Gin and popsicles. I'm just reading whatever I see. Guess that's a pretty much obvious.
Does that mean you made popsicles with gin and now you're eating the popsicles?
Why not? That's excellent. Gin and popsicles. I would say that if it is a I don't know what gin to get because the stuff we got, we've given up on that brand.
Well, we've given up on gin, period.
Oh,
But the more expensive one had
more
way
gin.
more juniper berry, and
Which-
I'm really
yeah.
not crazy about that flavor.
Yeah. Vodka and an icy. Do you mean an icy like from 7-Eleven? What flavor, Romeo's lover? That sounds like it would be good. When I was in New Orleans
Mess.
for the shooting of
Yeah, that's
another
a
dirty
street.
room, we did a couple of dirty
Let me
rooms
see.
down in New Orleans. I don't know if you ever saw that.
See, this was Jackie. See, this goes.
It was by that guy Dan Bell,
Okay.
Oh,
and
Rick
it's on
sent
a
that.
channel called
Yeah.
Dan
Steve
Bell
sent that.
on YouTube.
That's from
Yeah.
Rick. That's from Rick.
So when we were down there, we went to this place
See,
that
it
had
tells you
nothing
who it's
but
from, right in front
frozen
above it.
drinks,
And then Jackie
and then they'd
says
serve it
this,
to you in this
Late to the
thing.
party, hilarious. Only
that, no lie, it was
And then
like this
that's Rick,
tall.
And that's Steve and Jen.
Like what?
That's
Like
Jackie,
that?
and
Yeah.
That's Steve.
And
So you have to
they
look
were a
around.
fluorescent, whatever color, like fluorescent green, blue, orange. So
that's my left hand.
Brennan, myself, gosh, another nice guy who was down there for purpose of helping out Dan, and another guy named Jake Williams. And I'm remembering nothing because I have a brain fart. Ugh. So bad.
Like your mother.
I know. Just to try to remember a guy's name.
I can't help you.
I know.
I wasn't there.
And he's such a cool person, and I've done this before.
We'll move on and you remember
Yeah,
it later.
you're spending too
Oh, well.
much time worrying about it.
And we were all drinking these frozen drinks. I think Dan even had one. And we did a little crazy thing. I got Dan to shoot when I said, watch me now, shoot this. And I went over to the curb at the corner of a street right in front of a bar. And I laid down and I acted like I was so drunk I couldn't get up, and Brendan's pulling on me. It was just used as a
Jake
little. Jake wasn't in that shot.
Yeah, but he was there, right?
Yeah, he was there at the time, yes. So whatever, I don't know if you saw that, but it was pretty funny. Oh, Maria G saw that? Okay, and I really did not get wiped. But I did do that for something funny to do. And, it's just my mind. I'm always thinking, what could be funny? And I see it coming. I have to make it happen. I don't get as much credit from Dan as I should, but I don't do too bad. I contribute. I contribute big. Oh, and I read on Reddit today.
Mom, you can't have that on.
Dan is on Reddit now. Dan Bell's on Reddit. And a question was put together. Who is the best co-host for Another Dirty Room? Is it Rick Serra? Is it Will Krapinski? Brennan Evangelista? Or Cochise Brooks? And guess who won
My vote would be for you, of course.
the most votes?
That's right, Jennifer. That slow gin will get you every time.
I was the number one. Thank you, Reddit.
By how much?
Significant. I was like over 50 and the rest of them were like 20 or less.
Thought you were going to say 2.
I know, I like Cochise Brooks too, Alicia. Very cool guy. And what he should be known as Dan's go-to for ADR Live. Because Cochise did that so many times with Dan. And he deserves the credit. I always call him the third co-host. There's Brennan, there's myself, and I consider him the third.
Rick's belly button swab was voted scariest movie.
Yeah, well, that was probably a good thing.
Thanks, Jimmy Rick.
I cannot believe that bacteria could actually in that surface, because it really wasn't that deep.
Oh, you're buffering.
Oh, I
For
see
me.
it too. Why am I
What is going
buffering?
on?
Who knows?
It's shadowed you.
Well, everything seems to be running at the central hub here. It's getting a little red. Okay, I see the red.
What's that mean?
I don't like red. I want it to stay in the green.
No, he didn't touch your screen.
No, it's unfortunately the company or the equipment provided by the people who have a monopoly on.
Rick, they
Internet
can't hear
here?
you. Stop talking.
They can't hear me?
I don't think so.
Am I totally out?
Don't say
Wait
anything.
a minute. I think you're coming back now.
Don't say anything you don't want to say.
Error. Poor, no
You're-
data.
You're like,
I can't believe this. Alright, let's see what's going on here. That's totally dead. We're trying to come back. Am I on?
you're.
Alright, well, I don't know if I'm on or not.
We
This
can
is
hear.
highly unusual. We have not had this problem for some time. We can hear.
They can hear you. Yes.
Oh,
I think you're back now. I saw regular movement.
all right. Well, it's still saying I don't have enough video. I'm still in a poor stream status. I don't know what to say, folks. This is a bunch of crap. We're supposed to be on another 20 minutes, but all right, now the connection's back. What the heck?
Somebody's sabotaging you.
All right, descending to the absurd. Thank you for coming back in. But now we are coming back. Yeah. All right, hey, Paul. What a bunch of crap. We went through some kind of a major failure here. NASA could not restore the connection. We are in geosynchronous orbit with the satellite that I was using, but something is amiss.
Well, I have to give you kudos,
Yes.
not for just what happened, but how you have your computer.
Yeah. Well, I thought I would try the computer instead of the phone again
Well,
because
I don't mind the phone. The phone's been great.
it has.
I'm talking about how you have it propped up.
Oh yeah, because I had to get it higher. So I have a little wicker table, and then on top of that is one of these Coleman coolers that have the lid like this that fits inside, and a handle, and it locks it in
No
place.
Gmail, he will not chug a whole beer.
So this is what is underneath of the laptop to give it the extra height. And I took off the lid because it wasn't as stable. It's laying just on top of the cooler without the lid. And it is giving us this height that we need. And I think it is really a very good height, actually. So you recognize the cooler, maybe. I don't know. Now we had a really nice weekend. I haven't even gone there. I hope you all had some fun this past weekend. After the cocktail hour with Rick, I'm sure that helped to bring it into beginning.
75 likes and 75 people in the room.
Thank you very much, people. Keep up the good mojo. So, we have family in Orlando. I have a cousin who's my mother's nephew. This is one of the children of her brother Henry. God rest his soul. And this is his namesake, Henry, my cousin, who did a good job of
Don't worry about it, Queen.
taking care of my uncle when he needed the help. And my uncle lived a long life into his 90s. I think he was 93 or 92 when he passed. Unfortunately, he died of colon cancer, another cancer. Damn cancer. Heck with cancer. Oh, I didn't mention, my poor mother lost her left breast, right? Left breast? To cancer. Yes, that damn cancer, yeah. So, it seems like it's all through the family.
And my mother and father, no sign of it.
Mother and father
No sign of it.
of my grandmother and grandfather on my mother's side, no such problems. My grandfather would have lived as old as my grandmother, but he did have one problem. He had an ulcer, and he was afraid to get surgery to have it fixed, and unfortunately, when he was 85, it perforated, and he didn't survive.
Got off track of where you were born.
I don't know why. I'm just talking about good weekends in my family here. So Henry is kind of a special guy. He's our connection to Uncle Henry. And fuck cancer is fine, Bourbon Cat. I know that my mother doesn't like that word, but the message against cancer will let that go. because it's a horrible disease and so many people get touched by it. So many families get touched by it. So if you only have today or tomorrow, maybe. So we went to visit my cousin Henry, who has been blessed with success in business, and he has been blessed with another wife after he didn't have success prior. He found a woman when he wasn't looking and when she wasn't looking, and they found each other and they found something that attracted one another. Next thing you know, they were falling in love, and it's tremendous. They're still so giddy. They hold hands. They kiss. It's really cute. It really is cute to watch them. And I think that my cousin Henry has never been happier in his whole life with this great woman, Jackie, who we're lucky to have as part of our family. So we got to hang out with them for the weekend. And we had a great time Saturday. Went out to dinner after hanging out at their lovely home. And I mean lovely home in Orlando. And then we went to New Smyrna Beach on Sunday, and it was absolutely beautiful. I have some footage to share still, and I will share that at some point.
And we played. What did we play for the first time?
And we
ever?
played bocce ball.
It was fun.
We liked it so much, Darlene ordered a set. So now we can play bocce ball. And we also found we like that old game with the pieces of wood.
Oh, the hook game.
That Henry
Not the
made.
hook game. Yeah, that's right. I'll say that.
That's a beautiful job.
What Henry did was he created this little piece of wood to become... Have you ever played the game where you have a string and there's a ring and you have to swing it and it catches on a eye hook? Have you ever heard of such a game?
Oh, I thought it was magnetic.
Mm-mm.
It's a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take that and you swing it
I never-
until you catch the hook. And my cousin Henry, he was the best. But before you know it, Darlene and I are starting to get it on the hook, and Jackie's getting it on the hook.
She
She
got
was
it
the-
one time.
she
Well,
was the
got it
first
one
one.
time,
With
whatever.
She didn't
Left
like
hand and
that.
her eyes closed.
Eyes closed with left hand, it went right on the hook.
Thanks,
Un-
Mel.
it's like,
Surprised
you
me,
don't
your
need
left hand.
a lot of aim. You just need luck. You just need touch. And the water at New Smyrna Beach is cooler.
Which beach, Dalton? The water was way warmer than what I expected.
Oh, yeah.
It's the ocean.
I
It's
know.
the Atlantic Ocean, and it was supposed to be maybe 72 degrees. I think it was closer to mid-70s at the minimum. But we didn't go all the way in. To get all the way out there to be underwater,
Low tide.
I mean, it was a low tide, super low tide. And I mean, it was way out, but you could get out far enough to at least get to your waist. And then I bent down when a wave would come so it would go over my head. You know, you go down and the wave goes over you. And then stand back up. You just got to squat down and stand up.
Tell them about when the tide came in.
When the tide comes in
They don't
at,
know you, Brian.
I guess, Daytona Beach too.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
The beach
Probably
is
don't know, maybe.
very flat. So every 15 minutes, it's like, oh my God, look how fast the water is coming back. Literally, we had all this beach plus a wetted area to play bocce ball. And then there were these three wooden things to create two
Hi, Abby.
lanes about 9 feet, 10 feet wide
I hope you
for
enjoyed
cars to
Dalton.
go in each direction and keep them in a lane. By the time we left, the only thing left was one lane.
That's when we came down after eating. And it's like, okay, we gotta pack
We
up
gotta
and get
go,
out
we
of here.
gotta go.
Move fast. Lose,
I mean,
maybe they don't want
If
to
you
stay
didn't
here.
get out
Yeah.
when you were supposed to, one, at 7 o'clock you get a ticket, and two, you'd have to wait till the tide went back down probably by 9 or 9:30 to drive out again.
Your car sinks.
Because you can't drive on wet sand. It's just something crazy that happens. The difference between the sand having been wetted but dried out, and when it's actively wet, your car just goes right into it.
Oh, that's a great place too. High range Mike.
Anybody ever drive up and down and get to enjoy Daytona
Daytona
Beach
Beach?
or New Smyrna?
That's their first time on Smyrna, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I know, it's my first.
I've been to different beaches, but I've never been there.
Well, there aren't many you can drive on.
No. But it was a real fun time. And then we stayed over Sunday night. And Sunday night we watched a program
Well,
that my mother wanted to watch.
but wait a minute, before that,
Oh,
you
that was
missed
that
it.
funny one.
We were watching, it was like
Oh, Pets 2.
Pets
Yeah,
2 or
Pets
What
2.
Pets Do or something. It was really
It was
Oh,
called
that
Pets
was
2,
funny.
yeah.
That was cute.
Animated. I took a nap. So I missed most of Pets 2 they watched. And then they watched on the Hallmark channel when what's it called?
When the Heart
When the Heart Calls.
What's it called?
Every
She
time
lost
I
it.
get-
When the Heart Calls the Wind, or when the Wind Calls the
Oh,
Heart.
it's a love story.
It's a love story show on Hallmark channel. My mother wanted to watch. Only one more episode left after
That's
this
why
one.
I had to see it.
And there's two men vying after this one character who my mother, she wants the Mountie.
To win.
Santa Maria Latica, thank you very much.
When
I'll-
calls the
I'll go.
heart.
When Calls the Heart.
Yeah.
Wind
Now
calls,
I
wind
remember.
calls the heart.
If it's too late.
Or a wealthy man in town
That's right,
Who owns the
69.
bar?
who owns the bar. They're both vying for the heart of this school teacher,
Great place,
who
Mike.
unfortunately had a husband who was also a Mountie in Canada who died. And had this guy who replaced him gone on the mission his husband had gone on instead,
Her husband.
her husband, he might still be alive today. But so he was afraid that that was a big problem for her, because just in case. Thank you very much, just in case. Whatever. So, as the story ends this episode, we still don't know, but the woman who my mother hopes marries, or dates at least,
She
before.
sat with a guy from the bar, but then she went outside and spoke to the Mountie.
Yes, the Mountie.
Oh,
At the end of the episode, and they're
she
holding
grabbed his
hands
hand.
because she tells him, I do not hold you responsible for my husband's death.
What she did.
It wasn't your fault. Just because you could not do that assignment and he did it, it is not your fault. It just happened. And he was so relieved that she felt that way. So now, maybe he can also follow up on the part where he can acknowledge his attraction
He's
for her.
already told her he loved her.
Oh, really?
He's told her that.
Oh, he told
And
her.
she said, how can I care about you, what you did, you know?
Oh.
He didn't
oh.
tell her that he was
So now she opened up
she's
everything.
forgiven him.
That opens the door. The last episode. So many possibilities.
Oh, I hope
It's
so.
looking great for that
And
bounty.
They're going to make you wait till next season.
Because it'll be a
They probably
cliffhanger.
will, I bet you.
They
It's
will.
a cliffhanger
If
coming.
there is an
If
other
I
season,
see an
that's the thing.
opportunity
Some
for a
of these things
cliffhanger,
come
this
back,
is a cliffhanger opportunity,
so
Mom.
we don't. Oh yeah, don't let us know. They got me. I'll say that.
So Romeo's Lover also loved the channel that you like, Mom.
Oh well, good. I'm glad someone liked
I
it.
agree, Bourbon Cat.
Scott Bagley was amused. Gmail says that in California that costs $1 million. I think that must have been something else he was
Yes,
discussing.
it was.
All right, so
Well, it's getting almost time to say
is
goodnight,
it not?
Rick. Yes, it is.
It is not. Yeah, even with our turbulence, with our connection being terrible. What is the time of broadcast? I need to know. How long have I been on? Look on your
Almost.
screen.
Hon, I don't know how to read this crap.
You should be able to read the time.
It is 6:29.
I mean the elapsed time.
Rick, I don't know. What part of that don't you understand?
Okay, it's an hour, 27
What
minutes,
you
and
miss, 15
16
minutes, maybe?
seconds. So we have
Somebody else told
3
us.
more minutes, apparently. Somebody else just did something here. And it is
Nancy again.
Santa Maria Latica. Again, true story ever wanted at close range. At close range. So why not? Watch at close range. That might be something good. A tip. Are there any good tips for any movies on Netflix or Amazon Prime that you could share? Please say something because we're bored. What is a good series to watch on Amazon Prime or Netflix, or what's a good movie to
I
watch?
gotta pay for it.
Well, I have Amazon.
I don't have anything, right?
Um,
I can't get anything on mine,
hey,
you know?
just in case, are you a DJ in California?
Money and I can't get stuff.
Bourbon asked me to stay on 15 more minutes. Darlene's got to do something. I'll stay on while she starts. Without
it's already
any support.
in the oven.
It is?
Yes.
Oh. Well, that's very good. Paul, thank you very much. I think you'll like this. There are 7 pieces, either written by myself or by Mary Jane Elke is her name, or a combination of the two of us working on it. She had a couple of pieces and I had a couple of pieces that were not quite there, and we worked on them, and this was around, like I said, the late 90s. A guitarist and a violinist, and then she also played flute and she sang soprano. And then myself, I sang some as well. I'm in more of a tenor range. And in a band that we were in,
Now, are you going to copy these yourself? Put
What's
them on
that?
CDs?
I'm going to copy them myself, yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, Potato. I
So
hope
these
you
will be
enjoyed your
homemade
day.
dupes, CDRs. They won't be fancy printed. They will just be basic DVR with the songs. And here is a bag coming for us, Mom.
Yeah, yeah.
Pollution is
Pollution.
blowing into my house. Oh. Seriously, a plastic bag just flew up on the yard.
Oh, look at it. Nice.
So, I'm so glad we caught that bag. So it won't be in some tree.
Or in the water.
What's for dinner tonight for us, DJ? It's leftovers. I forget what it even is going to be. Put them on Bandcamp? Yeah, Bourbon Cat. Guess what? They were on the first website that ever was out there for putting bands on the internet. mp3.com. Does anybody remember mp3.com? Well, we had a website. And we also had a website on, what was it? Was it on Comcast? I had a web page on Comcast because Comcast gave me free space. Not Napster. Good try. So, mp3.com. That was a really very early version of all the other incarnations of social platforms. Oh my gosh. You want to drive and listen to it? That is pretty cool, Joe. Well, it's 7 pieces of various lengths. It's not a full length CD in terms of time. Don't hurt me. But I hope people like it. Yeah, MySpace. Yes, we were. We had a little MySpace thing for a while. Thank you for remembering MySpace. I forgot all about that. So, what are we at? 1:32. We're after official time. Wow. And stuff is in the oven.
Yes.
Well, thank you all.
Here's your
Bag.
bag.
For another great episode. 93 likes. Thank you very much for the likes. And so, thank you also the super chatters for being generous tonight. I'm sorry we had a little bit of a bad signal there, but somehow we still kept on going.
It's very nice here, Robert.
And I'm glad that you enjoyed Funny Face by Rick. That was a special moment. I went back to 12 years old.
Mm.
What else can I say other than
Don't do it again.
don't do it again? All right, so Friday at 8 o'clock, be back with Cocktail Hour with Rick again. Friday, 8 p.m., as usual. And at 5
You
o'clock.
hope 8.
I hope 8. Why? Oh! Let me tell you something. We're going to be dependent upon cell phone service. So I will be on phone only, with it turned on Do Not Disturb, to do the show. There probably will be music playing. That means that, of course, this will be demonetized. That just means that if there are super chatters, that would be greatly appreciated.
I didn't even hear what he said, Gmail.
What did you want to know?
Apparently you said something when I walked off. Because they said, I'm sorry he said that. At the same time, we all know he is a loving spouse. So I don't know what you said.
I didn't know anybody heard me. I told them that you were you farted a lot.
Well, that is the truth.
I called you a big stinker. And I said that I contacted the FDA to see if we could get a project going and maybe we could help to collect methane to help protect the earth from global warming. If we could somehow put a probe into your butt catcher and run it into a filter.
Thought you were closing 5.
So it would. Oh, see what happens when you play with your ice? She's trying to throw ice cubes at me, and she dropped her drink. And now there's ice cubes on
There's
the
ice
floor.
cubes, but my drink's fine.
So people who didn't stick around, we gave you one little last bit of ha 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 ha. Didn't we? Yes. Some people are going, we're leaving, goodbye, ciao, ciao. Oh, look what Rick just said. Ha 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 ha.
Good night, Rick.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Hope to see you Friday.
Thank you so much. I'm collecting ice cubes as she throws them at me, but then her drink falls. Nesty and Danielle, thank you for being here and thank you for being generous, as you always are. Mwah. Paul, Joe, Maria G, Bourbon Cat,
Good night, Rick.
Panda May,
Good night,
Alicia
John.
Bruder.
Right
Delorax,
now, good night.
Harley Badger,
You can drive yourself for a half hour.
Scott Bagley. We got the bag. Flux capacitor time. Don't turn off the darn computer. You don't even know what you're doing. Alright. I guess people want me to say goodbye.
Good night.
So I guess I will. Until Friday at 8 o'clock p.m. Not 8 a.m. I'm still sleeping. The next episode will... I'm fine. Not ready to hurl. Time for dinner. Bye. And peace.